Hello, everybody, and welcome to another great episode of the Gridiron Glory podcast here in the month of January. We're here to bring you today a Week 18 recap matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. For the first time in Patrick Mahomes' career, he gets shut out by the Denver Broncos. And, a lot of people say, wow, well, Patrick Mahomes can really go on the road and find a way to beat the Broncos more times than not. But in this case, folks, he doesn't even manage to score a single point, considering that he didn't even play. Carson Wentz had a 1798 yards. Carson Steele, 8 carries, 25 yards. Samon J.P. Ryan, former Bronco, shout out. 1 carry, 1 yard. A bunch of guys that you never even heard of doing things out on the football field for the Chiefs. Yeah, Tad, this isn't really more about the Chiefs, okay? We already know what's up with the Chiefs. They locked the 1 seed, yada, yada, yada. This is a game to completely lure the Broncos. So if you're a Broncos fan listening to this, I hope you are, because we're about to lure them up. So, yeah, Tad, the Denver Broncos exceeded expectations for the season. I personally predicted them to only win 5 games, if that. I did not expect them to have this good of a season at all. And quite frankly, nor did a lot of people. A lot of people were still questioning whether or not Sean Payton still had it to be a top-level NFL head coach. Obviously you go out there, you draft Bo Nix, you bring in Bo Nix, you develop him, and 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, 26 of 29. This was a completely meaningless game for the Kansas City Chiefs as they rested all their starters, with probably the exception of, I believe they did literally like all their bench players. Yes. Yeah. So, the Broncos, they go out here and they just do their thing. It was easy enough, right? You got guys like Nick Bonito, Pat Surtain, Jaquan McMillan, Jonah Ellis. You got guys like Marvin Mims. Yes, Dad, I would love to ask you, where would you rank Marvin Mims Jr. amongst second-year wide receivers in the league? And a better question might even be, where would you rank Marvin Mims Jr. amongst first or second-year receivers in the league?
You got Marvin Mims here. He's did make the Pro Bowl as a return specialist, but specifically as a receiver, he's shown flashes of being a player that can go out there and make exciting plays. He's not like your traditional receiver that you see in like your other second year receivers like Zay Flowers, Puka Nacua, Jordan Addison, guys like that. But he's a guy that you can get the ball to, and he can do incredible things with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been extremely impressed with Marvin Mims Jr. But another guy that nobody really talks about that's been doing incredible things on this football team, Devon Bailey. Yeah, 4 catches, 50 yards, and a touchdown.
An incredible touchdown.
What?
That touchdown was incredible.
Yeah, Devon Bailey, the rookie out of Utah, 41 catches, 475 yards, 3 touchdowns. I would certainly say he's a top half offensive rookie in the league. But, Tad, I would personally love to ask you, where would you rank Devon Bailey, the rookie out of Utah, amongst rookie offensive players in the league?
Yeah, I'm a big believer in Devon Bailey. I think he's a guy that has the potential to be, as things progress, to be a top 2 or 3 receiver on this football team. As things go on, I think they have a lot of exciting young players. Troy Franklin from Oregon as well as a player that can continue to grow. But the way I see it, Franklin had a bit more hype coming out of school, but Devon Bailey, he's just been incredible. I feel like he's grown very well throughout the year.
And then let's flip to the defense, Tad. You got guys like Nick Bonito, PS2, Jaquan McMillan, Cody Barton, Jordan Jackson, even. Yes, Tad, I would personally love to ask you, where would you rank the Broncos defense amongst defensive units overall in the league?
Yeah, I mean, first, allow me an opportunity to speak a little bit on Pat Surtain too, or the second, or the junior, whatever you want to call his nomenclature. But this is a player that's having an incredible year, a career year on one of the top defensive units in the league. And it is my firm belief, and if I had a vote, I would vote for Pat Surtain as the defensive player of the year in the NFL. He's having a remarkable season. This entire defense is remarkable. Nick Benito's been incredible. Obviously you got the secondary with Sertan. We've mentioned, we've talked him up a lot. Riley Moss has done great. Jaquan McMillan's done great, and then you got the guys in the middle too. I mean, their defensive line is very underrated in this league. I think they have a top tier defensive line unit, and I mean, and I will say they certainly have a task upcoming when they'll be playing the Buffalo Bills. That's certainly going to be a challenge, but they sure would hope that this defense can provide some obstacles. I'd rank them as a top three defense in the league myself, and I want to express my extreme gratitude to the Denver defense for carrying me to a fantasy football championship. Amen.
Amen to that. I mean, obviously, for the Chiefs, they will be waiting around another week to see who they will play in the second round of the playoffs. So the defending AFC West champions, oh, man, yeah, that's all I really know about that. I don't, unless you know anything else about them.
I
Um,
I think we'll spare the hysterics on what the Chiefs have accomplished the past 2 years. I mean, I feel like the people out there they know what's going on. So
yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know that it was against, their backups and their third stringers, but
still have to
you
show up.
but you love to see it. I mean, if you're an orange and blue fan, you love to see this. You just love to see it. You just loved to see it. You were getting anxiety about whether or not, more times that, listen, Tad, as a Bronco fan, I mean, more times than not, this is a game that we're nervous about. This is a game that we choke away. This is a game where we
Yes.
don't show up and still miss the playoffs somehow, like there was like just like so many mixed emotions and feelings going into this game. And then the fact that the Broncos go out there and do exactly what's expected of them. I mean, you love to see it. You just love to see it.
I mean,
Uh,
you love to see it, and I will say, I mean, sure, it's a game you'd expect to win. It's a game Kansas City has nothing on the line, but still for Denver, they have everything on the line, and they still have to show up and do their job sufficiently, and they did just that. They left no doubt, they left no mistake as to what could happen. They just came out from the opening kickoff and just thoroughly dominated for 60 minutes of football, as they were expected to.
another guy that we didn't really mention, Audric Estime. Yeah, 12 carries, 34 yards, one touchdown. I would like to humbly ask you, Tad, where would you rank Audric Estime, um, the rookie running back, fifth round pick, 147th overall? Yes, 76 carries, 310 yards, two touchdowns. Yeah, Tad, where would you rank Audric Estime amongst rookie running backs in the league?
Might I ask, where was he drafted from again?
He was drafted out of some school. I'm not really quite sure how to pronounce it. Maybe you could help me out. I'm
Very,
having a
very
really hard
well.
time saying it.
Let's see. You got Audric Estime out of the University of Notre Dame. You can catch them in the semifinals this week, the national semifinals, where if they win, they'll be playing for a national championship. But with that being said, I'd rank Audric Estime very well. I think he's integrating himself well into the team. And I feel like with another off season, I feel like he can be the lead running back. into the future.
A very interesting take there. And yes, this a Nebraska fan just loves to be anti that school. So I will be fully going for Penn State in that game. Notre Dame fans, you can at me in that. We can definitely talk about it in the comments. I would love that. We can definitely talk. Notre Dame fans, if you are out there, Bronco fans, I would love to hear from you guys. Yes. So be sure to like, subscribe, and follow. Chiefs waiting around to see who they're going to play in the second round. Broncos, a big challenge at Buffalo. They did win at Buffalo on Monday Night Football last season, so I mean they have what it takes. But they just, I mean, it's going to take defense more than anything else. So, and the performance of a lifetime by Bo Nix. So, to be honest, Tad, I don't expect the Broncos to necessarily make a Super Bowl run. I'm just happy they got the winning season, got the playoff berth. Anything else is just literally a bonus.
Well, at this point, the way I see it, you guys are there. You're in the playoffs. You might as well make the most of it and give them a good run. Best of luck.
Thank you. And yeah, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow. Broncos win against the Chiefs bench 38-0.